Hi, my name is Josh Nelson with Plumber SEO. And I imagine if you're on this page, you've probably visited a number of the videos, case studies, and other information we have available on our website at plumberseo.net. And I get questions from plumbing contractors after they've seen my information, and they really want to understand what my program is, how it works, how I've been able to get these other plumbing contractors to the top of the search engines and help them grow their business so drastically. And really, they just want to understand exactly what I do and what I can bring to the table in my outsourced service. So in this video, I'm really going to explain what I do, how it works, and why it works so well. You know, it really starts by us taking over your existing website. Now, you might be a plumbing contractor that's been in business for 20 years, 30 years, and never set up a website. Or you may be one of those plumbing contractors that invested thousands of dollars having a really fancy website developed. In either case, we're going to take over where you started or left off, right? If you don't have a website, we're going to put something together for you. If you've already got a website, we're going to try and leverage that. You've invested some money, we want to be able to take over where you left off and build it to the next level. Because our first step is building out your website so that you have the necessary pages so that you can be in the index as people type in all of the different keywords that are relative to what you do. And I've explained this a couple times on some of my other videos, so bear with me if this is repetitive, but you know, a typical plumbing website has between 5 and 6 pages. Home, about us, our services, contact us, maybe a coupons page. Well, the way we do it's quite a bit different. We've identified that each page on a specific website can be optimized for between 2 and 3 keywords. And we've identified that there are literally hundreds of different keyword combinations in each geographic area that somebody might type in if they're looking for plumbing related services. So what we do is we build out a page for each one of your services and each one of the different sub-cities that you operate in. So you don't just offer plumbing services, right? You offer emergency plumbing, tankless water heater installation, water heater repair, water heater installation, maybe solar water heaters. You offer toilet installation, bathroom remodeling. You offer tankless, you offer drain cleaning, leak detection, and the list goes on and on. So you want to make sure, if you want to show up for those keywords, you want to make sure that you have a page on your website that's optimized for those specific keywords in your city and in the sub-cities that you operate in. The other thing we find is that the average plumber services an area of somewhere between 25 and 50 miles. So while your main city, the big city in your area, may be whatever it is, and you want to make sure that you optimize for that city, you also want to optimize for all of the little sub-cities in and around that major city. And there's typically between 10 and 25 sub-cities for most markets. So we want to build a page that takes those little sub-cities and combines them with plumber, plumbing contractor, so that you can make sure that you at least have the indexation, or you've got pages for each one of the different keyword combinations that somebody might type if they're looking for what you do. And that's phase one. Take over your existing website or build a new website and then build out the necessary pages and of course do the necessary on-page optimization, which is updating the title tags, the H1 tags, the anchor text, all of that stuff for each one of those pages so that Google understands that that specific page is about that specific keyword. And that fundamentally gets you in the search engines for the different keyword combinations that these people are typing. That's phase one. And it's really only about 25% of the battle. The other 75–80% of the battle is getting inbound links to the home page and to the sub pages on your website so that they start to rise. You know, if you've watched my videos or you've done additional research on internet marketing and search engine optimization, you know that just having a page that's optimized for your city plus plumber doesn't mean you're going to show up position 1 or even on the first page. It just means that you're in the index for that specific keyword combination. And as you know, there's hundreds of different plumbers competing for those specific keywords. So the way Google filters who gets position 1 versus position 5 versus position 13 is the number of inbound links from credible websites to the homepage and to those various pages. So what we have to do after we build out the website is implement an aggressive link building strategy, which is going to improve your credibility on the search engines. So what we do then is we go out and we proactively claim your directory listings on Google Places, Yahoo, Bing, City Search, Angie's List, Judy's Book, Hot Frog, Best of the Web, and about 150 other very important online directories. And those directories really give us two critical components to our online marketing strategy. The first one is inbound links, which is going to help you rise in the organic section. The second one is citations. If you've seen my videos, in order to make sure you're showing up on Google Places or the Google map, you have to have citations, consistent references to your company's name, phone number, and address all throughout the internet. So by adding you to all of these different directories, we're going to improve your exposure, and you might get some free calls out of that. But more importantly, we're going to build your citations and your credibility, which is going to improve our probability of getting you on the Google map when someone types in your city or sub-city plus plumber. Our second really important component for link building and getting your site to rise in the search engine is competitive link acquisition. We're going to proactively look into the top 10 plumbers in your market. Your city plus plumber, your city plus plumbing. And we're going to look at their websites and determine who's linking to them, right? Because this all comes down to the number of inbound links. And we're going to reverse engineer who's linking to them and proactively get those same or similar links. And by getting those links, what we're able to do is move your site above their site over time. And so that's competitive link acquisition. It's a very core component of what we do. From there, it's all about content development. You know, the internet is an information-seeking mechanism, right? It seeks to solve problems and answer questions that people have. And Google and Yahoo and Bing are constantly trying to get information indexed so it's easy for people to find the information that they want when they need it. So we consistently put out information, valuable information. How to select a plumber in your area. You know, what's the difference between PCV and copper piping? What's the difference between a regular water heater and a tankless water heater? You get the idea. And by doing that, by creating this content specific to your business in your area, we can take that content and push it out on the internet. Of course, we'll put it on your website, we'll put it on your social media profiles, but we'll also push it out to literally hundreds and thousands of online sources that maintain this information. And by getting it out on these different places, it results in tons of inbound links pointing back to your website and to the subpages on your website. And so now, not only do we have a website that's optimized for our hundreds of keywords, all those hundreds of keywords start to rise in the search engines because they're more credible than your competition. There's more inbound links pointing to them than the competition. So you start to get the idea, right? It's all about building the pages, creating the inbound links. Now, we really feel that you need to take it a step beyond that, and that's why we implement a social media strategy on your behalf. You know, most of the plumbers I talk with, you know, they understand social media is hot. They've heard a lot about Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and Google+, but really don't understand how they can implement it in a way that's going to help them grow their business. Well, and again, you know, this is covered in my videos, but social media is the new word of mouth. And I'd imagine your number one source of business today is probably word of mouth and repeat business. Well, if you appropriately leverage social media, you can take your word of mouth business to a whole nother level, because the average Facebook user has 135 friends and fans. If we can get that customer that you recently went out and did some type of service for to like you on Facebook, now you've exposed your name and your brand to 135 of their friends, typically within the same geographic area where they live. It's almost like they called all their friends in your area and said, hey, I know this really good plumber in our area. Next time you got a plumbing problem, they're the guy to call. So I mean, I think you get the idea. I mean, there's potential to leverage this in a way that's going to help you grow your business. What we do is we implement a strategy that starts with claiming your social media profiles on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Google+, as well as a bunch of others, but that's more for our link building strategy. Those four really are all about leveraging those tools in a way that you can better connect with your customers, grow your repeat and referral business. Once we do that, we consistently put information on those social media profiles. We actually post on your behalf on a daily basis some piece of valuable information. You know, how to properly maintain your pipes. You know, what to do if the disposal gets backed up. Obviously, we want them to call you, but if you give them some information, some valuable information, they appreciate you for it, and that improves your customer loyalty. So we put that information out, and it helps to keep you top of mind within your customers. But really, in order to get those customers onto your social media profiles in the first place, we have to get them there. So what we do is we provide you with a tool to help you collect the name, email address, and cell phone number of your existing customers, and then help you automatically follow up with them after service. So you or one of your technicians goes out to one of your client sites, provides service on the invoice. They say, hey, by the way, I'd like to get your email address so we can follow up with you. Your administrator can now enter that email address into our system, and they'll get an email the next day that says, hey, thanks so much for choosing our plumbing company for your plumbing needs. We know that you've got a lot of different choices and a lot of different options. So, really, we appreciate you choosing us for this. Our goal is to provide 100% quality satisfaction. If you had any issues, please, feel free to call me, the owner, directly. But if you had a great experience, if we were able to meet your expectations, we'd really appreciate if you could write a review for us online. Right? That's showing appreciation in the Web 2.0 world, but it's also helping you grow your business. And it's going to help us help you get placed on the Google map. Because as I've told you, reviews are essential for placement on the Google map. So by doing this, you're showing appreciation, which is going to build loyalty, but more importantly, we're also soliciting a review. And some percentage of your customers are going to go ahead and take that step because it's easy, right? They got an email, there's a link, all they have to do is click it, takes them directly to your Google Places page or whatever other profile we're trying to develop at that moment in time, and it basically incites them to write a review. So you can see, this is powerful. Thanks, loyalty, reviews. Now the next step is, a few days later, another email goes out without you or anyone on your team having to think about it that says, hey, by the way, we've got these online profiles, Facebook and Twitter and YouTube, where we're putting out valuable information. We'd really like to have you connect with us via social media. And if you're putting an incentive out there and you're giving them a reason to connect with you on social media, some percentage of your existing customers will go ahead and press that like button or press that follow button or press that subscribe button. And over time, you'll build a following of your real customers in your real geographic area who are going to be engaging with you because you're putting information out, right? We're writing information on your behalf on a daily basis, so you remain top of mind. And every time that a new customer likes you, you're gaining exposure to their circle of influence, their friends. And that's how we can really leverage the internet to help you not only get new customers and grow your business, but also develop deeper relationships with your existing customers and take your word of mouth and referral business to a whole nother level. So again, just to recap, it starts with taking over your existing website, building out the necessary pages, right? And then from there, creating the online directory listings, making sure that they're developed, making sure that there's pictures and photos, and then helping you get the links back to your website into the sub-pages on the website so that your website starts to rise in the search engines. You start to show up on the Google map for the keywords that are relevant to you. And then, more importantly, also leveraging social media to connect with your customers at a deeper level and get more repeat and word-of-mouth business. So that's our program. That's what we do. We do it extremely well. If you've seen our case studies, our clients get great results. Top placements on Google and Yahoo and Bing in some of the most competitive markets in the United States. If you're interested in working with me, after you've seen this video and you've seen our other stuff, I'd encourage you to give me a call right away. You can reach me at 866-610-4647. We only work with one plumbing contractor in each major metropolitan area. So, I'm going to encourage you, call me before your competition does. It happens all the time that I get a call from an area that I've already got covered, or I just recently got covered, and too little, too late. I can only work with one in each area because I feel like it's a conflict of interest, and it's really just the way we do business. So I appreciate your time. I really look forward to working with you and talking with you soon. One last time, my number is 866-610-4647.